Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Hottie, and we're going to talk about 8 unique mounts that are added in Guild Wars that help get around the world, make it easier, and make it more fun. So, there's Sky Scale, Griffin, Warclaw, Roller Beetle, Jackal, Skimmer, Springer, and Raptor. Now, I've mastered all of the mounts. As you can see, the highest mastery that you can get when you have Path of Fire, Heart of Thorns, and Core Masteries is 295. So the Raptor is unique. It has a unique jump and unique mechanic where it allows you to use as much as the endurance bar as you want. The longer you hold it, the further it goes. And with the mastery canyon jumping, you're able to jump large distances, like across this platform. Moving on to the next, we have the Springer, which can jump high platforms, and also you would need a trait or a mastery called High Vault, which allows you to jump even higher than you were able to do before when you first unlocked the mount. The Skimmer can go across water faster than any mount, and you can also mount the Skimmer while you're on the surface of water. The Skimmer can also glide, and with the mastery, you can fly or glide even higher than previously when you use your endurance bar. The unique thing about the Skimmer is that it has a res mechanic, which you have to unlock through the mastery as well. You don't get that by default. It's called Rejuvenating Revival, and it allows you to res players who are down and not defeated, like completely dead. Moving on to the next, we got the Jackal, which can teleport through these things called Jackal portals. If I can find any near here, I don't think there are any near, but Jackals can, oh there we go, we got one over here. Jackals can go through these things, Jackal portals, sand portals, and it lets you traverse to another part of the map. I thought that was really cool and interesting mechanic for Jackal. The Jackal also has 3 endurance bars, so it can do it about 3 times. Each time you do it though, it does decrease in altitude, so you can't go in a linear straightforward line. It's more like a staircase. Each time you port, it goes down a little bit further. The port also works on the direction of your camera. As long as you have your camera facing a certain way, the Jackal will go in that direction. The Jackal cannot teleport up though. It can only go linear, so it can only go on the ground that you're already standing on. Moving on to the next, we got the Warclaw. Now the Warclaw is a interesting mount because it can only be used effectively in World vs. World. Outside of World vs. World, it moves just as fast as the Griffin mount on land, and it just does about 2 dodges, 2 quick little succession dodges. Nothing really special about it. It's more useful in World vs. World. The next mount will be the Roller Beetle. Now this bad boy can go really fast. I mean, it takes about 12 seconds to have their boost recharge. As you can see, it doesn't automatically activate as soon as you mount up. You have to wait about 12 seconds. They can go extremely fast. It also has the drift mechanic. We're going to try that out right down here. And it allows you to gain that endurance bar a little faster so it can keep boosting away. So here we go. Mount up. I use Bond of Vigor to gain endurance faster. And as you can see, it goes really fast. It's the fastest land mount. You can also skid across water if you're going fast enough. The way to tell how much speed boost you have is if you look at the back of your I guess like your bike, whatever it is that you're sitting on. If you look at the back of it, it changes color. So right now you can see it's like a light blue. When you boost, it turns purple, then it turns red, and that's how fast you are going right now. So red is the fastest, purple is like decreased down, and then blue is regular speed. So as long as you're going red or purple, you're able to get across that water without flying off your mount, as you can see there. I thought that was so cool when it first came out. I was like, whoa, I'm able to skid across water on this bad boy. This is really awesome. This is one of my favorite mounts. I thought after the Griffin mount, they were going to stop releasing more mounts, but they done surprised me. Moving on to the next, like I said, the Griffin. Now, people always ask, what's better, the Griffin or the Sky Scale? And in my honest opinion, I would say the Griffin it's a matter of opinion, honestly. The Griffin can cover a large amount of land, probably better than any other mount, but it can only do it if it is high enough in the air. So, of course you can't like just jump off and then start flying, because that's not what the Griffin was made for. The Griffin is made for large speeds after you've gone high enough. And I'll show you in a second. So, the unique thing about Griffin is that once you unlock a mastery called Swoop, you're able to... Let's talk about it. Let's see. Griffin. It is called aerial prowess. And you're able to swoop down, basically, which you couldn't do before. You're able to shoot down. Well, that's the first one. That's the first mastery. So you're able to just do this, like just swoop down. And then the last one allows you to get like a speed boost, like a burst of speed. It's called aerial finesse. So aerial prowess lets you do this, swoop down, and then aerial finesse allows you to gain like this hypersonic speed boost, like boom, like right there. I wish it had like a nice little sound effect to it, but it doesn't. Griffin is really fun to fly with. You can stay in the air as long as you keep getting that speed boost down. You can basically stay in the air forever. The Griffin cannot gain altitude naturally. You have to like keep using what I call the swing method, which is what I'm doing right now. You have to keep swinging up, swinging down, swinging up, swinging down. It takes a while. It's not like the Sky Scale where you can just jump off the ground and start flying. So as you can see, I'm actually at a higher altitude than where I first jumped off at. And you have to keep doing that swing method in order to do that. The last but not least, the Sky Scale. Now, if you watch the what is it? The live stream that ArenaNet did, you know, I'm not really gonna go too much into it because they already talked about it. But the Sky Scale can, you know, grab into the walls and fly as long as you have that endurance in that green bar. So the green bar is your flight meter, and then as you can see here, there's like another red bar, which means I'm over this cylinder, this invisible cylinder around my Sky Scale, which means I can't go any higher, or if I do, that red bar shows up and shows that I'm above my limit. Like as you can see right here, I'm above my limit. And once you hit that red, it starts making you fly down further. Hit my limit, that red bar pops up, or brown bar, whichever color you want to call it. It pops up and shows that I'm over my limit. Now the unique thing about Sky Scale is that when you use Bond of Vigor while you're out of endurance, your flight meter will refill to half, which allows you to go up just a little bit more. Now if I were to do it again after, you know, the timer's up, after that 60 seconds, I will start to gain that red bar, which means I can't go even higher than what I am at right now. Which makes sense because they balance it out. They don't want you to be able to just keep using Sky Scale to just keep gaining altitude infinitely. Like you could just keep going higher and higher. They want you to utilize these walls and make you, you know, use the mechanics that they added to the game. So I have to wait for my endurance, and once it's back to 50, I'll be able to mount onto the wall. You want to hold the space bar to do your wall launch. You can hold onto the wall as long as you keep holding the space bar or whatever key you have it assigned to. You can do that jump to gain even more altitude. You can climb this wall infinitely, so as long as you have that endurance, Bond of Vigor probably makes this easier. Hold onto the wall again, jump, fly again, and you can keep gaining altitude. The really unique thing about the Sky Scale is that it's a mix of, I would say, the Springer and the Griffin. The Griffin meaning that it can fly, it can, you know, stay in the air, and the Springer meaning it has like a jump. It also probably uses the same animation when you jump off the wall. Not really entirely sure about that, but yeah. I'm almost at the top. Let's see if I can get up here. Almost got it. Also, when you hang onto the wall, you do not gain endurance, so you can't gain endurance while you're hanging on the wall. They want you to utilize that that bond of vigor trait, I would assume. Can I get up there, please? Screw it. Just gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, so it's a really interesting mechanic. Okay, so the thing that I kind of don't like about the sky scale is that in order to descend, you have to use your engage skill button. It's the only way to descend. Otherwise, you would have to point your camera at the ground in order to descend. And as you can see, it only descends like in a vertical kind of descend. It doesn't descend like the engage skill, which makes it kind of difficult because sometimes I don't want to jump off of my mount. I want to actually just descend. I don't want to jump off. I just want to descend to the ground, and then I end up jumping off my mount, which is something I didn't mean to do. Oh, I should have waited. So when you unlock the mastery for the sky scale, you can mount up in the air, and the final mastery, which is called wall launch, allows you to jump off of the walls when you grab onto them. So like I said, the Griffin is faster. It's all in a matter of opinion which one you like the best. If you want to travel fast land, you have to be extremely high, and you must get that speed boost off before you can actually, you know, fly at a faster rate than any of the other mounts. In the sky scale, it can fly, it can stay in the air indefinitely as long as you have that flight meter and you're not close to the ground. It can stay in the air forever. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. That's all 8 mounts, and I'll see you then. Peace.